Hey everyone, Fuzzy Barbarian here again with another Zombie Army 4 Dead War video. This one's the Abaddon Asylum mission, Chapter 2, The Baron. I'll show you how to find the documents, the heroic action, the comic pages, and the zombie hands. I'll also show you how to do the challenge, kill 4 snipers in mid-air. And we'll get the gold medal, which is to score 135,000. For that, put it on easy mode, 1 player. Perks wise, I recommend combo extension and combo boost, otherwise you won't get the gold medal. Some health or stamina perks to keep you alive, and I also recommend shotgun ammo pouch as a perk because trench gun is your friend here. Also, you'll need a rifle in order to complete the challenge with shooting snipers in mid-air. And definitely equip Divine Blast, that will be a lifesaver for you in the final section. Probably any character will be fine, but I'm going with Zoe. She's a new character, she's like Jun, but she's fast, and in the final section, I think being able to move fast is a better perk to have than any other.
Once you're into the asylum,
alright, when we start, not much in here as far as I'm aware. You can grab some grenades up the top before you leave. These are randomized, what you get is what you get. I always search for frag grenades, and if I can get them, I'll swap whatever I'm holding for them. They're my preferred throwing weapon. Although in this one the final level is pretty hectic with lots of zombies, and it would be good to have incendiary grenades that attract zombies. In this section you don't need to do anything, but there's a bunch of zombies just standing at the fence. I do recommend shooting them all one by one in the head, or however you can shoot them, to get a little bit of score on the clock before you move forward. The final room has a ton of zombies in it, even in easy mode. It's actually quite a difficult challenge to complete that final room, even in easy mode. And you will get a ton of score from your combo extension and combo boost, but if something goes wrong, if you end up running for your life and your combo meter winds down without you being able to continue it, or if somehow throughout the mission the same thing happens to you and your score ends up being a little bit lower, then you'll be happy that you added a little bit of score right here. Not necessary, but I like to cover all my bases before I move on, and I think you can get about 8 or 9,000 score in this first area before you even really do anything. From here you can hook it to, there's another one to kill. You can hook it to this building here. There's another 2 or 3 zombies here to keep your combo going. And another couple in the distance. There's an explosive attachment in this crate for whatever weapon you want to attach it to. And then the first collectible is right behind it there on the table. There's nothing up in this area, but there are 4 dolls sitting on these chairs, these creepy ass dolls. I'm not really sure what they're connected to or what they do. You can shoot all 4 of them, but I don't know if there's anything else you can achieve by having shot them. But there they are. If you can work something out that I don't know, feel free to post a comment. And there's nothing else in this area. Now we can just move on to the next objective.
Monastery, then asylum that always secretly served my disciples. It was my sanctuary, then cruelly distorted into my prison by these turncoats.
Just remember, because we're on 1 player easy mode, it's a good idea to try to get as many headshots as you can. Okay, so here we have a bunch of snipers. We can start working on getting our challenge completed. We have to shoot snipers in mid-air. Let's just track the challenge so you can see them in the top left. But you don't actually have to shoot them in mid-air. It's a pretty forgiving challenge, despite sounding like hell. What you have to do is, we'll find a couple of snipers with these guys. What you do is you aim up the sniper, and then you wait for them to take their shot, and then when they kind of like, I did that too fast. What happens is when they kind of like get ready to jump and fly off, then you have to try to shoot them. You don't have to shoot them in the air, you have to shoot them in that kind of like crouching to jumping animation they do just before they go into midair. This area here is a little bit harder to get them. There's another area coming up where it's actually really quite easy to get all 4 snipers in midair. So don't panic if some of the snipers here get away from you and you don't make any progress towards the challenge. I got 1 granted, but I wouldn't be worried if I had 0.
Temporarily aligned.
We can move on towards the objective now. What you want to do when you come up these stairs is hook a right through this door, run all the way to the end there. There's another sniper, maybe we can get him. So we need him to aim at us, and then once he's fired he'll do his jump animation, but instead he just wants to walk slowly up the roof there. Alright, maybe we'll be lucky here. So just let him fire. You can slightly move left and right if you want. No, he didn't jump. He's going to walk down. I'm just going to shoot him. I'm not going to wait for that. There's going to be plenty in the next area. No need to delay your gameplay. So this room here, the first door on the right, is the next collectible. So that's the second document. There's nothing else in this corridor apart from some enemies to have to deal with, but there is a screamer in the next section. The next section also has the next collectible, but just through this door on the end, just make sure there's no enemies following us. Following us through here. So you can see the screamer down there. I'm hearing something like someone's following him.
They stand between us as one
The screamer seems pretty dumb.
impediment.
I'm not even crouching. Yeah, it doesn't even know I'm here.
With them, and I will have
But anyway, you should be crouching. Crouch now. He's definitely going to see me if I don't crouch at this point. Or hear me, should I say, since you can't see because he's blind.
Even if we don't trust the Baron, we want to kill the cultists.
And then if you go down the stairs, he was guarding a comic. Now there's nothing else here, so just continue on with the objective. Notice the writing on the wall behind him. It says, "I'm in hell, help me." That's a nod to Hellraiser. There's always nods to horror movies in Zombie Army 4. I love it. And that one's a definite Hellraiser nod. Okay, this is the area where we can get our Deadeye challenge completed by killing 4 snipers in midair. I only need 3, but you can get quite a few here if you are careful. Alright, what you want to do is that one there. That's the spot where they will all land at some point, and just wait for them to go into their jump animation right now. I missed that one, but yeah, you get the point. We'll do it again. So long as you just hang out here, don't worry about taking damage from them. We'll be able to heal up many times at this level. So you can kind of like strafe left and right to make him miss, and then when he goes to jump, shoot, and that will count. Here we go, 2 of 4. So all you have to do is just hang out here and wait for each sniper in this area to land here, take a shot at you, and then go into the jump animation and shoot them as they jump. You don't have to shoot them in the air, just as they are jumping counts as we strafe left and right to avoid being shot if you can, and then shoot. There we go, that probably counted too. It did. So see, it's actually quite an easy challenge to complete. Even though it says shoot them in midair, you might freak out when you see that, but it's actually very forgiving. And now that we have completed that challenge, we just have to do the next objective. There's no collectibles in this area, so we just complete the objective. When you activate this, a bunch of dudes will spawn behind these arches. You can just take them out, and then you can stick your head out to the right and look down to the end. A heavy... what is he, a heavy gunner? Yeah, a heavy gunner will come out of that door. And if you're doing this on 2-player mode, 2 heavies will come out of that door, and probably 3 or 4 will come out on 3 or 4-player mode. I haven't done those modes on that yet, so I'm not sure what spawns in here on those modes, but yeah. Basically, the more players you have, the more enemies you have to deal with, and this area really is about the heavy. Once you clear the heavy, you're good to move on. But of course, we want to keep our combo going for our score. Most of our score will be obtained in the final area, but The more you can get before then, the less stress it will be on you to complete the gold medal in the final stages of the mission. And obviously try to get headshots if you can, as they score more. Now the next collectible, we'll just refill our ammo, but the next collectible is directly up here. It's the zombie hand on the right. It's actually quite a difficult one to spot. You'll see it moving up and down, but only the tip of its finger. There it is, or the bone of its wrist, I should say. Okay, and the heroic action is right here as well. This heroic action is pretty cool. All of these dolls come to life. You have to open this door, and there's a woman in there holding out, and then the room goes blood red or goes dark, and now these creepy ass mannequin doll things come at you. If you brought in the heavy machine gun from the heavy gunner, they're a lot easier to deal with. If you didn't bring the heavy gun the heavy machine gun in, they're a little bit of a handful, these mannequins.
I don't believe
and
it.
They are very creepy when they're swarming around you, and they're like Terminators and are pretty hard to put down. But the heavy machine gun makes short work of them. So that's the heroic action done anyway.
Sniper spotted!
If you're still struggling for your Deadeye challenge, which you shouldn't be by this point, but if you are, you have a sniper, I think maybe 2 snipers here to give you the opportunity to continue and complete the challenge. I've seen 1, but I'm pretty sure 2 appear here. I've only played this mission twice though, so not 100% on that. Looks like maybe only 1. There is definitely a screamer in this room though, so be very careful. There's a collectible right there on the chair, but I'm going to leave that and I'll come back once the screamer is killed. Oh, there he is right there. Oh, and he just wants to follow me. And that's it for him.
Screamer down!
Okay, so the collectible is right here on the chair. And if you need to heal up, there's a med kit right here as well. Alright, continue on with the mission. It's very dark, this mission. It's really quite difficult to see at times. Gives it a good creepy vibe though, so I like it. When we come out here, there's a bunch of enemies to get some score from. And then there's a collectible in this area over here. But before getting it, let's just kill everything we can to get as much score from our combos as possible.
I'm out of ammo!
Oh, he's running through the wall. Okay, so the collectible's over here on the table. And that's actually it. There are no more collectibles to obtain. We've picked all of them up and we've completed the challenge. So from here on, it's just a case of completing the objective. Now with this, once we activate it, a flamer is going to appear up there. So get ready to snipe him, because if he drops down, he can become a real handful for you. Especially if you're doing this on 2-player mode, because there'll be 2 flamers or 3-player mode and so on. But you can pretty much kill him while he's up there, but I prefer to let him drop with 1 shot needed more for his tank, just so we can get his flamethrower. If he dies up top, you will never get the flamethrower. This This area is particularly dark for trying to see the zombies that fall down. It's quite hard to see them. I think this level lulls you into a false sense of confidence. Every time you activate something or have a section to complete, there really aren't that many enemies and it feels very easy. And then it gets absolutely crazy in the final section. It steps it up by like 10,000%. No need to reload here actually. There is an ammo crate that we can reload from just before entering the final room. There's a sniper here somewhere. Oh, I see him up there. And now you could move on to the final section right now. So if you're playing 2-player or mode, you'd definitely be able to just move on without worrying about killing for score. But just to make sure that we have plenty of breathing room on our combo score for the gold medal, I just want to make sure that everything is dead here before we move on. And again, wasting time on that ammo crate. There's an ammo crate, I think just about 10 meters away. Yeah, there's another ammo crate right there. But you can stock up here if you need to with some more grenades before going into the next room. There's nothing in the next room to help you, so make sure you're fully stocked before you go through that door with grenades and ammo.
Behold the beautiful, frustrated poetry.
Alright, this is the final room.
That is my flesh,
Check out this dude.
my unfinished symphony.
His appearance is poetry.
I believe the next
I love this game.
of this rite
Alright, to do what he wants us to do, we just need to go on either side of the room and pick up these skulls and place them on the pedestals. Once we place the second pedestal, everything's going to get absolutely batshit crazy. All you got to do is survive, just kill and survive.
their skulls found in this chamber. You have encountered.
Save that flamethrower for... There's a heavy buzzsaw guy that comes out here. He's actually... He's the same old enemy, but he's just... he's a new design, which is pretty cool, I guess. And I don't think flamethrowers work really well on the buzzsaw guys. But I'm going to save it and see. Try it on him. Take him down a bit at least. Also, a bunch of red blood sack hurling dudes are in here. You really want to avoid them if you can. The best way to avoid them is to just constantly run, or avoid their lobbed blood balls is to run. But let's see. Oh, I should have tried to drop the chandelier on this guy. It probably would have ended him. So you could try to do that when he spawns for you. But yeah, look, these guys are pretty impervious to flamethrowers. Trying to kill him is almost getting me killed. I can't remember if the other buzzsaw guys have the same issue that ending with his own saw. Alright, so now that he's gone, there won't be any more heavies to deal with on one-player mode at least. But there are these lobbing guys, and when you get stuck in there, in the mist, the blood mist that comes out of their blood bombs, it slows you down and that can get you killed. This is why I like a fast character for this section, because you can run and try to pick out the red guys and take them out. And the more you run, the less chance you have of being hit by their lobs. There's one of them. Bye. There's another one. There's quite a few of them, but yeah, you got me there, see? But because I was still running, it only got me on the edge of it, so it didn't slow me down. This is why I like the trench gun for this area. It's really useful. The MP44 kind of suffers here because there's just too many enemies and the reload time is usually a little bit too long. But as long as you keep running and shooting with the trench gun, you're going to get your combo score up really high. And there we are, 135,076. So we have the gold medal now. The gold medal score requirement is 135,000. All you have to do is make sure that you keep it going in this section, and you should break that 135,000 so long as you have, you know, done a few headshots and tried to keep your combo going in the areas prior to this. So 168,000, we well and truly broke it, but again, you had to get your combo up in this final section to do it. And that's it, with a cliffhanger ending, which proves there will be more missions coming from Rebellion, which is awesome. And there's the gold medal. We completed the challenge, and we found all the collectibles. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed watching, I hope it was helpful, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.